Okay, Corey. Everything that gets watered inside is predicated on using this little Japanese watering can. And basically, what I do is fill it to this line, and it's pretty easy to see through it. So I will show you, especially over by the kitchen sink. Um, this little plant gets just enough water to cover the top of it, and I do not have any water in the can right now, so let me show you if I can do this. Get a little bit of water in here, and literally that's enough for an entire week. So we'll go over to the kitchen sink. Excuse all the tomatoes. So if you turn the water on, you'll be able to see, I think, just to there. It is hard to see, but yeah, you can see the water in there. Right to the bottom line there is that mold mark that's there. So that said, what I basically do is I will water these two plants, but you have to run upstairs and water one of the Pathos plants that are upstairs. So with the first watering can, I will go upstairs and I will show you that plant momentarily. It gets a 4 count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the spider plant gets a 5 count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the remainder of the water goes into the peace lily. It may seem like an awful lot, but it'll take it. After that, I will come back and refill the pot or the Japanese watering can to that same line and come over here and water the Swiss cheese plant. I generally water it right in the middle in here and pour it slowly so that the water can absorb. If you pour too quickly, there are holes in the side here and the water will run out of them, so be careful. So about half the can goes in the top here, and then the rest of it I put in this opening here. Then we'll refill and come back here and water these guys in Casey's office. You can take this guy, you can just fill it to the rim here. You'll see there are little kind of I don't know what they are, but some of them float. So you can just, as soon as you see water floating up at the top, within like maybe to the top of this little band that's holding everything together, that's fine. This guy gets a 4 count, and if you pour it back here right in the middle, it should stay all in the dirt. This guy is kind of interesting because this peat moss stuff does not like to let water go in. So what I usually do is I pour water right here where my finger is in a puddle and just let it soak in. And, the puddle is maybe about, I don't know, the size of a top of a jar or something like that. So I do that like 3 or 4 times. This guy and the one next to it over here don't require a whole lot of water. This one for some reason doesn't seem to have a problem with absorbing the water, so I usually just pour that in here and again do about like a 3 or a 4 count, just so that it kind of pools in here and then you'll watch it disappear. That's plenty. What I also do is, for this particular plant in my office, is I will take it and put it in the sink. There is a lower saucer here. Leave that behind. So just take this and go and put it in the kitchen sink on one of the dish racks and just pour water into it until water starts coming out the bottom. Once water starts coming out the bottom, you can stop filling it. You can use one of these white racks and then just let it sit here and drain while you finish watering the rest of the house. If we go upstairs, These are the two pothos plants I was talking about. So normally I will water this one, with a 4 count, and then go downstairs and do the spider plant and the peace lily. And then when you come back upstairs, this one also gets a 4 count. These plants are the same, but as you can see, the variations are different. And then over here, this little plant that looks like it's onions, I don't know quite what this is, but that gets just a dribble of water, literally like half of a shot glass. This guy gets a 3 count. This guy gets a 4 count. You can skip the mother-in-law's tongue. This little aloe vera plant gets a dribble like a half a shot glass. This plant here gets a 4 count. This aloe vera plant gets a dribble as well. The gigantic aloe vera plant gets maybe a shot glass full, right in the middle or wherever you want. And then lastly, this peace lily down here gets a 5 count. And that should do it. Thank you.